Welcome back to the channel, and I am back home in my house. Not a studio yet, but it is a house. Nevertheless, it's a studio if I believe it's a studio. Any case, welcome to Drone House, Ageless Creator, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about creating content and practicing. Again, as you know, this channel is about a senior, an older creator. I need to stop calling it senior. Let's just call it a seasoned person, a seasoned human. Basically, creating content, seen through the eyes as somebody who is seasoned. How about that? All right, we'll call it that. I like that. Seasoned. I like that. Any case, making content, coming up with new ideas, and actually executing, going out and getting those contents. That is what pretty much this channel is all about, and the success that I have creating content, especially in the travel world, which is I'm trying to get myself into. You know, this is a journey, and I am working on getting into that part of the creative content space. Right now, still in the early stages, trying to build my portfolio, trying to get out there, pretty much get my content going and showing it to people. I'm already a photographer, videographer, and I do a lot of real estate. I do a lot of content creation for different companies. It could be a tourist company. It could be a regular commercial. It could be, I've done commercial shoots for real estate, even construction. You know, I really do a lot of different things. But I really want to travel, and I really want to get into that space. So that is why I created this channel. Now, one of the things I did at the very beginning, because I was trying to learn a lot about different camera techniques. I mean, before I had done camera stuff, had done camera work, but it wasn't in a professional realm. It was more of it was semi-professional. Let me take that back. A little bit in the military where I had to do in the job that I was doing and the job that I was in. And then I retired and I started getting into drones a little bit after the pandemic. And I knew that the camera, the aperture and ISO, I knew all that. So when I started doing drones, I said, oh God, this is easy, you know? And the more I did drones, the more I realized that I needed to pick back up a camera. And I went with the mirrorless system, and I went with the Sony system. And I loved it ever since. You know, there's plenty of cameras out there that I know you can get. My daughter has a Canon and she absolutely loves it. And I like my Sony, so we kind of do our thing. But in any case, I still needed to get and shoot content, street photography, landscape. I had to practice. And that's what I did. So for the first year or so, I still do it to this day, but not as, you know, everyday occurrence like I did before. I did it every other day. I went out and I would shoot, back in the day, I would shoot to practice different spots, and I would post it on Google. You know how Google has, you could be traveling and you're going through a town of Phoenix and you're looking for, let's say, electric ports for your electric vehicle. You bring it up on the map and you're trying to find on Google Map and you're trying to find what it looks like, and you find out that there are no pictures of it. So it just says electric port. So when you get there, if you're lucky, you get there and you're trying to find it, you don't know what it looks like. You really want a picture of it. That's what I did. And I wasn't sponsored by Google. I wasn't, hey, Google, this is me. I'm here, Jason, to try and help you out and get a job. No, I did it because I wanted to see what the impact would be. What is it? Basically, I wanted to feedback without having to put it on a social media platform. And Google actually did it because, as you know, say like you want to go to a coffee shop and you see what it's like and you write a comment down. Oh, it's wonderful. And you take a couple of pictures. Well, the views that you get when you look back at your post and your pictures, you see how many views people look. And sometimes, a lot of times, they will comment on it. And you can see the comments, you can see how many views, and you can see the output of it pretty fairly quick. And what is it called? ROI. And it is, I thought, was the easiest and quickest way for me to practice and to get feedback. And so basically that is what I did. I went around to different places, coffee shops, any place that I went to, and I brought my camera and I shot some great pictures of just the area surrounding the location that was on Google Maps. Sometimes I used my phone, sometimes I used my camera, sometimes I used an action camera. It all depended on basically what I wanted to do. And I did not take, let's say, videos. Videos weren't really not into it because in Google, the video there, the quality that comes up, a lot of times is not very good. So I decided not to do videos, but I did concentrate on putting out some really decent pictures. And, of course, with our cameras that we have today and the, of course, cameras that we have, the pictures can be amazing. And I also used my drone on certain locations. One in particular, I went up to Star Pass, beautiful morning, shot some beautiful pictures of the beauty. I stayed there a couple of times since we've been living here in Tucson. And I tell you what, it's gorgeous. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous resort. And took some pictures, and that thing exploded with the amount of views. And I loved it. I was still trying to get my real estate stuff going. I was basically, learning all the ways of shooting and different lighting conditions, whether it be, the golden hour in the middle of the day, seeing what that was like, because sometimes we all know it's different. And I got to see it. I got to experience it in my town. And I think it really helped me with finding out how to do light, how to, shoot on the cuff, because a lot of times I would just have my camera with me in the car. And if I seen something, or I was at a restaurant, in a coffee shop, and most likely, most of the time, I would do local businesses because they always need a boost. They always need a little help. And advertising for them, a lot of them have to pay for that advertising. So it's very expensive for them because they are starting like myself. So when you put pictures like that on Google and people see it and you comment, because a lot of places, that are local are amazing, they just need the help. They need that exposure because we get so used to going to the big box of stuff. So when I did those, and I always did those local businesses, it would really boost. I could see the views go up on those local businesses. So I know, and I pray, and I always say to myself, yes, it had to have helped. I wanted to believe that it helped them. And with the amount of views that they got just off of those Google pictures, on Google Maps, I hope it did, because I think the last count, the last amount, because Google puts it down and they give you like a tier system where they're saying you're a tier 1 or tier 2. It's something like that. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But basically, you basically are a person. Let me go look it up. Okay, I am back. That was bugging me. It is called Local Guide. Level 6 is what I am. There's 1 through 10. Level 1 through 10. I am level 6, and it's called Local Guide. But anywho, that was driving me nuts. That was driving me crazy. But anywho, I started doing that, and I've been doing it ever since. I still do it whenever we go to a really cool local restaurant, coffee shop. It could be a hardware store. It could be something just so simple as a regular, concrete landscaping place, that we visit and that we need their services. I go there. I always leave a comment how good it was, take pictures, and that helps them out. It really does. Last time I checked and I just checked, so that was about a couple of minutes ago, but I have over, if you count up all the views, it is 1,500,000 views. And they are views from people that are actually looking to go to that location to shop, to eat, to buy. So I think that seeing that and seeing how people, I mean, it could mean nothing, but I know people looked at those pictures because some of the places I went to, I put, when I was learning, I was really trying to get some good pictures of it and did, what I could. But I could see the amount of views in each location, and I kind of can tell where the locations had the most views. Like there was a couple of places up in the north near the mall up there, the outlet mall, that I took some up there, and they had a lot of views. And I figured that was because people were coming through, because it's right off of I-10, a major highway. So if they want to see off that while they're traveling, and there's a place there that is local and they maybe want to go to it, or it looks really cool. It has a little fancy lights in it and or cool outside where the kids can actually, kick their feet out and rest and everything. It's helpful. And I love doing it. I still love doing it. It's just a fun thing to me. And it is one of the things that one of the reasons that sparked me wanting to do content for, companies, people, anybody that needs it, because it is so helpful, and it's so rewarding to see people in that place, business increasing just because somebody's seen it, which is creating content. So that's the skinny of how I really started my early journey into creating content, being a content creator. Again, the end result is to go into the travel world, but we're getting there. It's just a process, but that is one of the things I did to get myself to learn and to hone my skills. There's all kind of other, ways of doing it. For me, that's just one of them. And I was doing it the other day and I thought about it. I said, it might be a good topic, but let me know. Let me know. I'm just waffling. Let me know what you think. Please write in the comments. Do me a favor. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I would love it if you did. And hit the like button. And remember, keep it simple. Keep moving. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.